me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta fill the engine. In my thoughts.
Welcome back, everybody. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Today we're going to be going over a little bit of an overreaction by myself. But is it though? Is it really an overreaction to this loss that we had to the Buffalo Bills? Because we have been going through this same type of crap for years. And it has not stopped. And the thing is that every time we play a good team, which last year we played the Bills and we played very well. This year, we played the Bills and we played like crap again. We got blown out again. And we're supposed to have this amazing team, the Super Bowl contender, and we got blown out again. That is unacceptable. And we're going to go over three things that I think aren't really an overreaction. This is just something that I'm genuinely worried about at this point. Number one, that we talked about it in my last video, is Vic Fangio. And here's the thing. People want to sit there and say, oh, he doesn't have the players for this system. Oh, he needs to like have the players do better and whatever and this and that. Okay. In the off season, think about this. Right now, David Long looks like hot garbage. Jerome Baker has never been any good. Okay. I want to take you back to the off season because you can look at every Dolphins YouTuber that was talking about things, and what did we say? We want Bobby Wagner. We want Levante David. We wanted a couple of different linebackers that were in the off season, and instead we got David Long. And we thought David Long was going to be good. No. Just no. There were opportunities to get the players that we needed. We got Jalen Ramsey, but we still had a plethora of opportunities. Cedric Wilson is holding money for no reason. He doesn't play at all. We had plenty of opportunities to maybe sign one of these guys to a one-year deal, but we didn't. And here's the thing. You needed players to step up. Well, if you saw that they weren't doing well, you probably should have said to sign a couple players. So again, I don't want to hear that these players aren't playing well. There were players available in the offseason that we could have acquired that we thought we needed. We thought we needed linebackers, and well, it turns out, yeah, we need linebackers. They have no ability to stop the run. These linebackers, they don't do much of anything towards the run, and they can't really pass coverage either, which is terrible because they can't do either one of the things that they're supposed to do. So with Vic Fangio, we also have to consider, yes, this was Josh Boyer's defense and Brian Flores and all this other stuff. Vic Fangio was known for run stopping. That's what he was known for. And Christian Wilkins should have been and was his whole career a good run stopping defensive tackle. And here's the thing. Not only does, obviously he's saying the players aren't this and that. You have to consider that this team now, the players that were good last year are not even good anymore. So what does that say? I don't think it's the players at this point, because we'll talk about the next thing in that the players played well last year under Josh Boyer, under a supposed crappy defense. And now that we have this guy that's supposedly this guru, they're playing worse than they ever have. It's not even like it was a one-year wonder for Christian Wilkins. He's been good for a decent amount of time. And now he sucks. He's not doing anything. You can't blame that on the player because Christian Wilkins puts in a bunch of work. So now, I don't think it's the players, it's the coach. And we'll go into the second thing that will kind of show you guys a little bit, which is Xaven Howard said something. And that thing was, I wish I was covering Stephon Diggs. I get paid money to play against the best players, which clearly showcases that Vic Fangio personally put Kader Kohu on Stephon Diggs, which was dumb, especially after he got burnt the first 2 times. You are paying Xaven Howard a significant amount of money. I don't understand what the game plan was to have the slot corner cover one of the best top 3 receivers in the league. That was dumb. And Xaven Howard said something by not saying something. He just said, we'll trust the process or whatever. But typically, is that not normally how people start saying things about the coach? They give you little hints. And the thing is if you really look at the game, Xaven Howard wasn't really targeted very much. So he did a good job against whoever it was. They just kept targeting Stephon Diggs. So, again, I don't understand what the whole thing was, having Kader, this poor second-year guy, on one of the best receivers in the league. Again, Kader Kohu is an undrafted free agent that is in his second year that mostly plays the slot. So having him out there like that was ridiculous. I'll finish. Well, we'll go into we'll go into the offense. So I understand the offensive line was a little beat up. We didn't have Connor Williams, which I think makes a difference. Teron Armstead went out, which I think makes a difference. But I'm starting to see, okay, because Jalen Waddle was out there, so we had all of our weapons. It seems to me, now, we technically, if Liam Eichenberg doesn't screw up, we put up 28 points, which is a good amount. 28 points in a game, that's a good amount of points. We probably could have scored more if we had better offensive line play. Because, again, if you want to blame this on Tua, I mean, he was under duress all day long, and he still was running for first downs, passing the ball around. He still had 280-something yards and a touchdown. He should have had 2 touchdowns if it weren't for Liam Eichenberg. But it seems to be that once somebody kind of gets a hold of our offense, they know what to do with it. We went into that game, we were scoring in the beginning, and then we just stopped. And that's a problem, because it seems to be that once teams get a hold of what we're trying to do, there doesn't seem to be many adjustments. The thing is it looked like they were pushing their linebackers back. I even saw a 4th and 1, and this is a problem. I saw a 4th and 1 where all of our receivers ran routes 10 yards down the field. That's an issue. Now, I understand in that point, Tua, I think he missed Waddle down the middle, but when you have your quarterback under duress, this is something we talked about last year. Start running the underneath routes. Why are we running deep routes the whole time? This is the problem, I think, with Mike McDaniel, is he outsmarts himself over and over again, and this is starting to become an issue. I see that 4th and 1 when they're all running deep routes, and I'm like, dude, we need 1 yard. You're trying to trick this team into trying to get a deep play. Get the first down. What do you, even the momentum killer, when we went for 2 for no apparent reason. This is just dumb moves by a coach that we continually said, hey, stop outsmarting yourself. Just play smart. This isn't college. And he keeps doing it. And it's starting to become an issue in that, dude, if they're pushing their linebackers back, dink and dunk. What are we doing here? Trying to go for the deep play all the time. This is just, it's getting exhausting at this point. You don't need to go for the deep play every single game. You can dink and dunk. If we threw like short 2-yard, 3-yard routes left and right, make them come up, and then you can go for the deep shot. But like I said, I saw 4th and 1 when everybody's running 10-yard routes. That's ridiculous. So in conclusion, the offense, I think, is going to be fine. I think he'll learn from this and hopefully make some adjustments. But the Vic Fangio thing, I mean, people are saying we'll see in week 8 or whatever. Dude, at this point, there's nothing you can do. The linebackers stink. They don't get off blocks. You have to get a linebacker or something. The linebackers don't get off blocks, and these are fundamentals. So if you're trying to tell me that it's the players, well, last year it was the coach, now it's the players. I'll say it again. Mike McDaniel came into this team first year, same players that Brian Flores had, got Tyreek Hill, and has made a significant improvement in the first year. Vic Fangio's getting paid the same amount. And this defense, okay, I can understand if we looked exactly the same as last year, because most of the teams that we played, it was like 23 points. 27, I think, was like some of the most that was scored against us. This year, they have doubled that on defense. I don't want to hear none of this. You need to give him to week 8. He inherited players from Brian Flores, yes. But most of the players that are starting are all stars. Jalen Phillips is a star. Christian Wilkins has been a star. Xaven Howard is playing great. Kader Kohu was great. Xaven Howard is a star. And then he implemented his own linebackers with Jerome Baker. You got David Long. That was your pickup. He's playing like crap. The one player that's playing well besides Javon Holland is Andrew Van Ginkel. It's someone from last year. None of the players that you picked up have played any good. And this is becoming an issue. And I don't want to hear that this is... You can say that if the defense is allowing 27 points. And you're like, oh man, this defense is like the same as last year. No, this defense is letting up 50 points consecutively. There's never been a defensive coordinator that has been any good, that has let up 50 points in a game. This is garbage. And this is something that goes directly to the coach. I don't care what you say, because he has enough stars on that team to make things happen. And again, with this Xaven Howard comment, it's just showing that he might not be fully doing what he needs to do. And I don't mean to have an overreaction on it, because again, you can watch my videos. I was really, really, really happy about the signing with Vic Fangio. But what it's turning out to be is just underwhelming to the max degree. Again, 50 points in a divisional game, that's coaching. Because it looked like no player had any idea where they were supposed to be. And that's a problem. That comes down to coaching. I had an argument with someone that I talk about football with, and he was trying to tell me that it's the players. It's not the players. The players are going out there and trying as hard as they can. If they're not put in good positions, just like we said last year with Boyer, it's the coach. And the coach now is even worse than last year. I don't care what you say. He's supposed to have, and if you check the pedigree for every single team that he's been on, he's improved their defense. This one, he has destroyed. It's even worse. It's horrible this year, and it's unbearable to watch. Again, you have Kader Kohu on Stephon Diggs by himself all game. What kind of dumbness is this? The Bills know Tyreek Hill was doubled most of the game. They understand that you have to double their star receiver and make them throw somewhere else. They understand what to do. That's a good defensive coordinator. You understand that Kader Kohu should probably have a guy over the top. If Xaven Howard's covering Gabe Davis, make Josh Allen throw somewhere else. But you got him one-on-one. It doesn't make any sense. We even thought that this defense was going to be one of those no big shots over the top. They're throwing deep balls all over us, and they're running the ball. Everything that everyone said Vic Fangio's defense does is the worst on this team, and that is unacceptable. And I don't want to hear none of this crap about it's the players. It's not the players. The coach is not putting them in the right position, and they're trying their best. You think any of these players are going out there like not feeling like they want to try? They're trying as hard as they can. The coach is just not putting them in good positions. The play calling is just not good, and it needs to step up. No more of this giving him excuses. Tua never got excuses when he was playing bad. Mike McDaniel never got excuses when he didn't coach a game right. We're not going to give Vic Fangio a little pass because he's the guru. Show it. I don't believe in words. Show the actions. Show that you're the defensive guy that's going to change this defense. I don't want to see this 50-point crap anymore. It's unacceptable. You're getting paid $50 million. Or I think it's like $10 million a year, same amount as Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel has made a huge impact. You've done worse than what we had last year and are getting paid way more. This is unacceptable. He needs to figure it out, or we need to hire Josh Boyer back. Sorry. I mean, at least 27 points is manageable. We can beat teams with 27 points. If 28, think of this, 28 points last year, we would have beaten the Bills. I think it was like 31 actually. So 28, we were right in the game. This year, they scored 20 more points than that. It's unacceptable. He needs to figure it out, or he needs to go, because this is ridiculous. You're not going to get paid this amount of money, and the defense is crap. That's all I got to say. A-Chain did great, per usual. But as always, let me know what you think down below. Let me know if this is a huge overreaction or not, but it is what it is. It's just my feelings on this. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Fins up, baby. Peace.